Hey guys, Cosmic Cubing, and in this video, I'll be showing you my 5 favorite Rubik's Cube patterns. Let's get into it. And by the way, go check out Cube for You. His channel will be linked in the description down below, and go subscribe to him. So, the first pattern is going to be the basic one. Almost every cuber should know it. The checkerboard pattern. It's very simple. Just do an M2, turn the cube, M2, turn on its side, M2. Very simple. Now, this looks okay. But if you do it on a bigger cube, it looks a little better. So just do this. Or just turn the inner layers. And there you go. You have the checkerboard on the 5x5. Now, you can also do it on, let's say, a 7x7. It looks okay, right? Now, let's say you want to do it on a 4x4. Now, you can do it. All you need to do is turn this and this layer, and then turn the cube back this way, and then turn on its side. Now, that is one way you can do it. Now, I guess what you could do is have it kind of like this. This is very similar. Now, that looks okay, but this is really the best way to do it. You have the basic checkerboard pattern in the middle. I don't exactly know how to do it any better than that, so just do this. Turn it back, and turn on its side. But yeah, that is the checkerboard pattern. A very simple pattern, but it looks really good for like display. Now let's move on to my second favorite pattern. So my second favorite pattern is also a very simple pattern. It's some people call it the donut pattern. The other people call it the dot pattern. Really doesn't matter what you call it. It's just a really cool pattern to do. Now, this isn't that impressive, right? Now, what you could do is actually make it a flower pattern where you have all of the pieces, all the center pieces in the wrong place, and also you have it checkerboarded. That's also pretty cool. But there is one other way that you could do it. This will also be a pattern that I will show in a little bit. Actually, I'll just show that to you guys when I get to the pattern. But one thing that you could do is simply just do a checkerboard pattern and you have a flower pattern. Now, I really do think this looks really cool. So you do a checkerboard pattern, and then you could do the dot. Now, another thing that you could do is do a dot and a dot and a dot. So do that, and now do it one more time to the very middle center. And there you go. This looks really, really cool. So it actually is checkerboarded still because of where it was before. And then you have the dot in the middle that's also checkerboarded, and then a dot in the middle that isn't. It is just so cool that way. Now, you can also do it on a 5x5. Let's see how that looks. That looks pretty cool also. But yeah, that is the checkerboarded dot in a dot in a dot, or a dot in a dot, or just dot pattern. Let's move on to my third favorite pattern. So my next favorite pattern is another pretty simple pattern. It is called the Superflip. It is very similar to the checkerboard pattern in a way. All you need to do is M prime, U prime, 4 times. Then turn the cube like that. Do that again. And there you go. You have the Superflip. All that happens is all the edges are flipped in their place. Now, it looks a lot better on bigger cubes, like the 5x5, 7x7, and even my 9x9. So, same as 3x3. Turn the cube. Turn the cube once more. Now, do it to the inner centers. So, do it like this, and then you have to turn 2 layers this time. Turn the cube, and turn the cube once more. And there you go, Superflip on a 5x5. Now for 7x7. Okay, so for 7x7, same thing. For 3x3, now same thing for 5x5, 2 layers this time. And now do the very inner center with 3 layers this time. Now you've got to admit, this looks really good. But just wait until you see 9x9. Same thing, I'll speed it up. Layer 3. And that's it. So that is the Superflip on the 9x9. This is a really good pattern as you go up in the layers. You can see it doesn't look too good here, but as you go up, there's more edge pieces to flip. Now, if you really want to do it on a even layered cube, just do like for 3x3, for the 4x4, you just do the 3x3. For 6x6, just do 5x5. 8x8, do 7x7. You know, just do the same thing because it's basically the cube before it. So 4x4 is basically a 3x3 in a way, because it doesn't have the center. So yeah, that's basically that's the fourth pattern, the Superflip. That is the fourth pattern, right? We have, or no, this is the third. We have the fourth one after that. Yeah, okay. Let's move on to the fourth pattern. So for my fourth pattern, I am going to be doing the cube in a cube pattern. This pattern is extremely good. Now, I don't know the alg for it, so I kind of am using a video for it, but just forget I told you that. I'll be doing it for 3x3 to 7x7. I don't feel like undoing this yet because that's going to take way too long. But yeah, so let's get straight into this. So here is how you do it. All you need to do is U prime, L prime, U prime, F prime, R2, B prime, R, F, U, B2, U, B prime, L, U prime, F, U, R, F prime. Now that is cube in a cube and in a cube. It also does it to this side. I think this one looks a lot better. Now, let's do it for 5x5. You're going to be doing it this way, with the outer layers and then with the inner layers. So, here it is. Same alg. And now do it with the inner layers, so just wide moves for it. Wide F prime, R2, B prime, R, F, U, B2, U, B prime, L, U prime, F, U, R, F prime. And there it is on there. Now let's do it with 7x7. Here it is, same alg. Okay. Same way, both inner layers. B prime, L, U prime, F, U, R, F prime. Now with the inner layers. No, you gotta be kidding me. So in the last take, I messed up on my 7x7. So I got my backup. Got the basic one. Inner layers. Come on. Okay. Is this right? I think it is, yeah. U prime, F2, R2, B prime. And there we go. Now that is the cube in a cube in a cube, or cube in a cube in a cube, cube in a cube in a cube in a cube, and cube in a 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 cube. Now, there's one more pattern after this. I would do it on my 9x9. I'll be right back. Now, I undid the Superflip on my 9x9. Now, let's do the cube and a 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 cube, I believe, on this. Let's see, cube and a 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 cube. Something like that, yeah. But yeah, let's do it. Speed it up. Part 1 of this done. Okay. Wait, no. Wait, what? You... Well, of course, based off my luck, I messed up. So now I have 2 cubes to solve. But yeah, well, I don't have 2. You see, I kind of scrambled this, thinking I wouldn't have to solve anything else. Now I have those to solve. Yeah, that's gonna suck. But yeah, I thought I would be able to do this on this, but apparently not. Oh well. You know what, let's just move on. To my last pattern, the snake pattern. So I'm gonna have to undo all this. I don't really know how to do that. I'm just going to guess and hope I'm right. Let's snap and see what happens. Oh, it worked, cool. But yeah, now we have all these solved. Let's move on to the snake pattern. Okay, so here's the algorithm for the snake pattern. L, U, B prime, U prime, R, L prime, B, R prime, F, B prime, D, R, D prime, F prime. And that's a snake pattern. So it's kind of a confusing pattern because, as you can see, it never really ends. Sorry, I'm getting Discord notifications. So if you follow it along, it kind of never ends. It is such a cool illusion, and I just think this looks awesome. Now let's see what will it look like on 5x5. So we have the first one done. Oh, did I mess that up or something? Because that looks really, really cool. I don't know if I messed that up or not. I'm gonna grab another 5x5 and see if it looks any different. So I grabbed another 5x5. Let's see. First one done. L-U-B prime. Oh, wow. That's actually a really, really, really cool pattern. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, I probably messed that up. I don't know if I should do it on my 7x7. I don't really want to have another cube to solve, but I'm not gonna lie. This looks pretty sick. Like, even though it looks really scrambled, like, that looks really, really cool. You can kind of see the snake pattern in there. Like, we have, it's so random, but it's so freaking cool. So, let me try undoing it. Okay, maybe I can't do that. I don't know. But yeah, don't do the snake pattern on, like, big cubes. Only really do it on 3x3, unless there's a different way to do it, which I don't really know of. So, you know what? I'm gonna try something else. Let me quickly solve this. Okay, that was probably a really bad transition. I'll have to look back at that, but let's try a little differently. Inner layers first. Okay. And now we can try the outer layers. It's probably not gonna work. That actually kind of worked. Not that good, so let me undo that. Where was I? Yeah, no, that did not work. Okay, yeah, I'm kind of using the video again. I can't remember the Alex, but I'll have to solve that again. But yeah, don't do that on big cubes. It doesn't really work out that well. But honestly, on 3x3, it looks really good. Not gonna lie. It looks really good on 3x3. Maybe you can't undo it. I don't exactly know how to undo the scramble, so I'm just gonna have to solve the cube. I'm kind of looking through my phone for this. But yeah, that was the pattern video. I started off with only one cube to solve. I have 5 cubes to solve now. 11 by 11, 9 by, gotta be kidding me, 9 by 9, and 7 by 7, and 2 5x5s. 5x5s shouldn't be too bad, but the rest is gonna take me quite a dang while. But yeah, that is my top 5 favorite patterns. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe to this channel and turn on post notifications so you get notified every time I post. Bye guys.